Oh, hello world buns. It's a chilly day at the end of January and I'm out with my tiny tent for a nice cold night. Let's do it. Hey guys, so this tent is pretty tiny. It's my Snugpack Ionosphere and I kind of consider it a cross between a tent and a bivvy, and I've not really enjoyed how cramped it feels in the past. But my thinking is, with it being such a small space, that might work in my favour because it's a smaller space for me to sort of retain my body heat. It's about 5 degrees at the moment, but I'm expecting it to get close to freezing tonight. I'm pitched at about 450 metres here with these beautiful views. Not usually a fan of the pole tents in the mountains in case a pole breaks, but it's really still at the moment. I don't want to speak too soon and jinx it, but I do feel like where I am with these rocks on either side, I'm quite sheltered. However, I've been wrong about that before. I do feel like though, even in wind, because this is quite low profile, it might handle a gust of wind. Okay, don't quote me on that. Right, let's have a little look inside. It looks bigger than it is with the wide angle, but yeah, I think it'll be cozy. Oh yeah, I've got my ice axe and ice spikes today. I'm not expecting snow, but you know, if I didn't bring them, it would snow. Look, oh how pretty. Oh, it's just gorgeous tonight. Look at that.
Hello baby, hello home.
Right, let's get this a bit sorted in here. Yeah, that works. Luffy, sleeping bag in the bivvy bag. Yeah, oh god. So cramped. Right, got my electronics over here. I've got them on a little sit mat, just a little cheapy thing, so they're not making contact with the ground and losing charge too quickly, because cold's not good for electronics. Nice warm winter sleep system. My rucksack's right down there. I've brought my water in because I don't want it to freeze outside. Toiletries, food, clothes, cook set, a nice sit mat to keep me bum from getting too cold. I've also got a couple of ground anchors which I don't need to use at the moment, and then me ice and snow stuff, but again, we're all right at the minute. Tiny moon. Hello moon. Let's get cozy. How to get changed. So, no vestibule. I suppose the boots are going to go in here. Oh, yeah, this is not very ladylike, is it? I think I nearly injured myself trying to get my clothes off in here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah. Imagine if it were raining. You'd have to have this door shut and do it all in the coffin. It'd be interesting. It is 7:30 and already the sky is like glitter. The Milky Way is directly above and Orion has just slid across the expanse of sky behind the tent. It's absolutely gorgeous and still. I can't believe how still, and you know, this is a totally different experience to the first time I used this tent. The first time was windy, a bit rainy, and it was just kind of chaotic, difficult and annoying, but sitting here on a clear, calm night is just perfect. And I think these are the kind of conditions that this kind of tiny tent was made for, you know. Having my dinner in a frosty, sparkly, tiny tent. How cool is that? Right, it's -3, so I'm gonna get settled in here now.
Oh, slow living can be life-giving, although we might disagree. If most our lives are lived in black and white, it makes the gray so hard to see.
Oh my god, just trying to get my coat off in here is like an epic struggle. It is cramped in here, but once you get into position and you get all of your things into the right place and you don't have to move around anymore, it's lovely, and I feel lovely and warm and cozy in here. It's still completely still and silent outside. I can't believe it. So yeah, hopefully I'll have a nice long wintry sleep and I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. It is about 5:30 in the morning and it's minus 2.7 at the moment. Yeah, look at this. I brought the thermometer in and let it settle and it's nearly 3 degrees in here. That's crazy. Minus 2.7 outside and nearly 3 in here. I think my suspicions were correct that with this being so tiny, it's retaining my body heat better. Wow. Look at all the lights on Snowdon. So many people. Going up for sunrise, I reckon. They're gonna have beautiful views in the morning. I've climbed Snowdon at night before the channel, and it's what sort of kick-started my love for Erie, really, watching the sun come up from up there. But now I'm happier just being away from the crowds than watching everyone else from my little quiet spots. I'm just gonna lay here with my door open now. It's nearly 7 o'clock, so got an hour till sunrise. I'm just gonna watch the little lights going up the mountain. How do I say Snowdon in the proper Welsh? Is it Ywdfa? It's now early on the 1st of February 2025, so hello to anyone who's up there on this beautiful twinkly night. Oh, what a morning it is. I didn't sleep overly well last night. It wasn't a great lay, you know? By that I mean the ground wasn't quite right. I was a bit low at the head end, felt a bit awkward, and of course anytime you try to move around in there you feel like you're going to get mildly injured because you have to contort into sort of strange positions, but totally worth it. I mean, look at it this morning. It's beautiful.
Come back morning, come back home. Keep on sewing, these clothes are warm. We talk for hours, smooth and rain, just like the sun.
And it did hold in an impressive amount of heat. I was really warm and toasty in there during the night. Of course, I'm using hand warmers as well in the sleeping bag, as I always do when it's cold, but I do that in the bigger tents as well, and there's only usually 1.5 degree of difference, so this one really retained the heat a lot better. I mean, that amount of heat retention, that's similar to what I get in my hilly. I watched nature's tiny creations melt away in the winter sun. A reminder of the impermanence of things, that nothing lasts forever. Another freeze-thaw cycle, another rotation on our earthly axis, on our way along another circuit around the sun. The wind got up a bit and the clouds came over, and I started getting my things together, ready to leave my little nook in the mountains.
We'll come right.